Hey there. You love your family, and now with all the shelter in place going on, you are together for an extended period of time, and I'll bet it's not all you imagined. There's a lot of good, for sure, but after we've been locked up together for nearly 4 weeks now, and likely another 4 to 6 weeks to go, chances are some of those sweet, quirky, and lovable traits are beginning to sour a bit, maybe even starting to be a bit annoying. But don't beat yourself up over this if you're feeling a little bit teed off with everybody you love in the house right now. It really is human nature. You are a human being after all, and in close quarters, we really can tend to annoy each other no matter how much we love each other after a little while. There's only so much Tiger King, Seinfeld, and SpongeBob that you can binge on before you begin to have to focus at close range on others. Hey, I'm not endorsing any of those shows, but I do want to endorse 5 ways that you can deal with annoying other people, even when you love them, because you're all locked up together in the same space and can't get away from each other in the middle of an apocalypse. So, first, I realize that annoying people are inevitable. Keep that in mind, even when you love them. We're not built to be inclined to like everyone. The Bible says we should love everyone, especially our family members. And that's great. That means to act for good on their behalf. Nowhere does it suggest that we have to like everyone. That would simply not be humanly possible. So breathe deep, extend grace, but don't be passive about it. Let me share with you the next 4 steps that I think are active ways to deal with annoyance. First, blame yourself to get out of a situation. Sometimes it's really not worth it to push back on why somebody is annoying you, but you need your space. Instead, when your beloved insists on showing you yet another cat video, blame yourself for not wanting to watch. I'm sorry, dear. I just really need to focus on what I'm doing right now. Or, I'll take a look later, but right now I'm just kind of in a crabby mood and need to close my eyes. The best of all, when you do blame yourself, that is, assume your own responsibility, you're also usually telling the truth. Third, don't read minds or expect others to read your mind. Part of what is so annoying about others' behavior are the stories we tell ourselves about why they're doing it. So, the reason my kid keeps repeating that annoying phrase over and over and over is because she knows that it gets under my skin and wants to get back at that snarky remark I made yesterday, which is probably far from the truth. Or they're moving so slowly because they want me to be late, when in all likelihood, the annoying behavior of our beloved is nothing like what we're imagining in our mind. You might just want to comment, I feel like we're moving too slowly for this to be done on time. That could open up a conversation and create a much improved relationship. It's certainly better than being angry with your kids for something that exists only in your imagination. Likewise, of course, you might find you are also an annoying person from time to time, and others might express that and have made up their own stories about you. Well, don't let that happen. Just tell them why you're doing what you're doing. It will be more helpful in the long run. Fourth, defriend. Unfollow. Now, I'm not saying this for people in the household with you. You really can't do that. However, when you're alone with your own thoughts and minds and very little else to do except look at social media, we can begin to overfixate in particular on that nasty, ignorant, politically polar opposite from me troll that I used to think was my friend but keeps popping up with these crazy toxic posts and get all worked up inside. And you know what? You don't have to get blistery inside. You can unfollow and unfriend that person. It's not impolite. They probably won't even know you did it, and it is the socially responsible thing to do to maintain a sense of peace when you are in the house with people you really do love and need to be at peace for. You'll feel better. Finally, develop a safe phrase in your home that politely tells others you kind of need your own space. It could be something like a phrase like, I'm working on the edge. That could be after you've explained to people, meaning, it's not you, it's me, but right now I don't have time to play catch for the fifth time in a row. Or, it's not you, it's me, I'm working on the edge, means I love you, but I can't listen to another rant about how BTS and K-pop is the most life-transforming music on the planet. I need my personal space. My personal favorite phrase, which my wife knows quite well, comes from a movie called Anger Management with Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson, a movie I do endorse and it's fun watching. The phrase is Goosfraba, a nonsense phrase meant to help people deal with anger management. When I say that, my wife knows that I'm stressed and I need to breathe deep, and it has nothing to do with anybody else but myself. I just need not to interact. Goosfraba, a nice, safe phrase. Look, at core, I really do try to stay grounded in Jesus, just like you, I'm sure, through daily prayer. And I pray for my family, even my family members that get on my nerves sometimes. I pray for myself that I might not be the family member that gets on other people's nerves. And when that happens, you really can have a greater sense of peace and be less annoyed with each other. So when my wife honestly, truthfully, rightfully says, Mark, simmer down, you are a pompous windbag, because I've been in prayer, can know she really means that in the best possible way, and I love her for it. Well, look, I hope that you will find many ways to be at peace, less annoyed with even those you love deeply, as we're all sheltering in place. If you have your own favorite way, feel free to share it, and I'd love to share that with others so that we can all be better off. Well, I'm Mark Adams, Superintendent of the Network of Undeniable Blessing, the Free Methodist Churches of Northern California and Nevada. You be the undeniable blessing.